stuff. Stuff is what we're made of. Stuff is where we come from, and stuff is where we go. Nobody's here, so I'm going to do what I want. uh, oh, I was supposed to send out a notification too. Dang, snap it. I didn't. I did not send out a notification. New Mexico. Hey, how's it going? I saw you on one of the other channels there. I think it's the first time we've actually ever been in a chat together, but welcome to a stream where it's a whole lot of nothing. Mr. Anakin. Hey, Mr. Anakin. Not much up today, really. I guess you missed my stuff from this morning about having a bit of a conversation there. My good friend passing away. Oh, Miko, you're back, eh? Welcome. So we just had a chat this morning about stuff and things. Stuff and things. What part of Canada am I in? Right in the middle of Canada, friend. Winnipeg, Manitoba. And yeah, Miko sounding a lot better, right? Take some time to process things, have that little bit of a mourn, right? And I've talked today with a bunch of friends there, and oh, thanks, Anakin. Talk with a bunch of my friends back there, and we're getting, they're going to rally together around his family, and I'm going to see them there in a couple of days for the funeral. But we're going to make sure that the family gets all the support that they need, right? Especially this time of year, it's kind of shitty. I haven't had a chance to talk to his beautiful bride yet. I think there's a little bit more to the story than uh, I left her a message and told her, to give me a call. She knows me very well. I went to school with her for basically from, I think, grade 2 to grade 12. So, I've known her for a very long time. And she knows I'm here, and I also know that something like this death business is going to be hard, and there's going to be a lot of privacy, however you guys want to say it. And so as a result, I'm just going to let her reach out to me. Um, so yeah, but it's stuff and things and stuff. Sitting in my car, uh, only because I got a house full of people right now, with kids and friends, and yeah, just there's no way I could do any kind of a stream at all right now. Yeah, it's crazy. Last day of school for them tomorrow before Christmas break, exams, the hustle and bustle and excitement of it all. Uh, yeah, so it's just going to be a good time, fun time. But again, all the more reason why my original plan, before the government and this guy got a hold of me and ripped me off of all my money, was to actually fix up this house for my kids. And then my wife and I were just going to move, just go build another house and let them have this because I don't know about you guys, but I know for me, I really did not like, the whole studying and all that kind of stuff. Uh, yeah, it's a bit of an earlier Christmas break. Um, although up here in Canada, excuse me, when I went to school, we actually went to school. Here it seems like they have more pro D days, staff days, report card days, and all that other kind of stuff. Hey, James, welcome aboard. And to me, it seems like kids are in school part time. If I think if they actually went to school 5 days a week, their school wouldn't go from September to June. But hey, everyone, you know what, Pugface? I kind of thought so. I thought you'd be pretty close to either being done work or almost done work. So I thought, oh, hey, what the heck? Great job again today. Wasn't a cop watch per se, but it was definitely informative, investigative. Loved it. And yeah, so pugs, I was just sharing with them, in a much better space. Head's a lot more clear. Um, I wonder if that would be any better. Sorry, guys. Is that better or worse? If you guys can help me out, is that actually better like that or worse? It bugs my eyes, but I mean, if you guys can see better, then by all means. See, I don't know how to turn on just that back one. Yeah, bastard. Oh well, better. Hey, what I do is see if I can somehow. No, so it's a light show, folks, but that's okay. Anyways, doing a lot better, Pugsy. Had my crying and tears and sorrow, but we really don't need to see. We're just having a chat. You know what? Hey, you. And maybe what I'll do is, if you guys really want, I can show you my garage door. Hey, just kidding. Not much to see there, but anyways, guys. So yeah, uh, doing a lot better. Pugs, I thought to start today and do that drive for you, but yeah, that snow turned into ice, and the roads are. I think I said before, they're slicker than a pig in a fresh pen of mud. So with no snow, not really worth the drive. But Pugs, if you're still there, don't forget, I want to see that email. Well, I don't want. If you don't mind sending me an email about topics to discuss for the next one, and we'll do it. I look forward to chatting with you guys and having fun. You know, the goods and the bads, and where do we take them, right? So yeah, hoping everybody's doing well. It looks like I've dropped off a few people. But you know what? That's okay. There doesn't have to be a bunch of people in here, and not really going to worry about it. We'll chat till we're all done chatting, and then we'll hang up, right? I actually didn't even look to see if anybody else was streaming right now, but that's okay. Oh, look, coffee's coming. Awesome. Thank you. That was my youngest son bringing me a fresh cup. Be the last one for today. That's my 2 pots. Oh, sorry, 3 pots. And I'll probably be awake for a while, but that's, again, okay. Give me a chance to think about the life and death of friends gone and resurrected, right? So I just gotta see. I wonder. See, I can never find out. I just see that I have 4 people now because I'm on my phone and it's horizontal. Messages come up when I push my little button here to see them, but I don't actually know of the 4 people who's actually in here and who's not. New Mexico Disc Golf. I'm gonna assume that you're from New Mexico. Coffee Junkie. Miko Max, you have no idea. I was telling guys earlier there. I just went down to my freezer and I got a little bit worried because I'm down to 18 pounds of coffee. I usually don't let it drop before 20, so I made a phone call to my distributor to see if he can give me another 10 pounds, 12 pounds before Christmas. See if you can get it before then. But yeah, me and coffee, we love each other. We have a love-hate relationship. So, and yeah, watching from Taos, New Mexico. Sweet. Okay. Yeah. See, I'm not a whole familiarized with all of Mexico. Drove through it to go to Guyana, South America, and what a trip that was. But I'm gonna turn this Bluetooth off, guys. You can probably hear me better this way, right? So yeah, I don't drink it at all. Just a hate relationship. Well, you know what, Miko, and that's not a bad thing either. There's a lot of pluses and benefits. New Mexico is in the U.S. Okay, well, shows you how bad my geography is. It's in America on the Colorado. Okay, up there. Okay. Well, I think I can honestly say I don't think I've been there yet. I'll have to Google that, take a look at that a little bit more tonight, and just have a see. It's hey Kim, I'm actually looking at now this late summer, I guess August, is that late summer, midsummer? Doing an anniversary tour with my wife, and we're not sure where we're gonna go just yet, but I told her I want to go to Israel and Jerusalem, places I haven't been to yet. She wants to go to Paris, France. Just up to me. Woohoo! Thank you, Kim. I need to get a few more to get to 100 so I get my own URL and I can start Streamlabbing. Because that's stupid YouTube rules. And again, the only reason why, Kim, is that my goal is I need to collect about $250. I need to get one of these gimbal things like everybody seems to have. The reason why with that is I'm going to do a lot of the winter, I'm going to focus on the homeless. And where the homeless are, the cops are. We all know that, right? Because they like to pick on the innocent sometimes. So it'll be a do-a-purpose thing. And then any money I get from there on in, I'm going to go to the store. You guys are going to be with me and a part of it. And I'm going to buy stuff for the homeless people. And I'm going to take it down to them. I'm going to give it to them. And I'm going to show you guys what it's like here. And I mean, I know homelessness is homelessness, but when you get to the places where the weather's a little bit more frigid, it's cold. It's really cold, and I've actually, Pikes Peak Auditor was talking about that today, or yesterday. He said he wasn't sure where the homeless people were. He was out feeding the ducks at the pond. And so here, you've got your bridge going up, and then you've got your support underneath that holds the bridge, and right in that very corner, she's your backup. Okay. That's where they'll hide, because they can get shelter from the wind on a lot of sides, and they'll throw some cardboard up there, and then they'll try and sleep in there. Coldness is all in the mind. Miko, I understand that to a point. And there's a lot of homeless people here that seem to do okay with it. They find ways of making it work. They do everything from grabbing newspapers and rolling them up and then sticking them in their arms or their jackets and stuff. And their pant legs, whatever else have you. But, with it being so cold here, when you get these nights where it gets down to minus 40 with the wind chill, that's Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I guess that's just damn cold, plain and simple. It's just damn cold. It doesn't matter how you look at it. And so, anyways, I want to bring them some stuff. I want to bring them some stuff. And so, but again, I need to get some money collected. I did have one of my kids help me set up a PayPal account or something, and he's going to show me all that kind of stuff. And what happens, Eskimos have done it for centuries. Yes, Miko, they have. But they were a lot more prepared for it, and they could actually use seal blubber and whale blubber and those different types of things to keep themselves warm. But yeah. So that's my plan, I'm going to take all this stuff and I'll let everybody know. You're French Canadian. Oh, monsieur. Comment ça va? Oui, oui. And I don't speak French. That's about the only French I speak. and the rest are cussing words. So we'll leave those out. Being that I was building homes for so many years, I think I can swear in about 30 different languages. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of not. You know, I learned it more because these guys would be swearing at me in a different language, and I'd be like, "What did they just say?" Because you don't know if they're giving a compliment or what. Or so I started asking other people, and they started telling me, and then I started learning the words. So New Mexico, my equipment and service isn't great, so the quality's not really good. But yes, I've had some doozies. You have, you have Northern Maine. I so want to go back there. Gorgeous up there. It's gorgeous. Um, but for now, I believe I'm here for a reason. Here in Winter Peg is what we call it. Not Winnipeg, but Winter Peg, right? So yeah, but that's my goal. I'm not trying to rag on your 30-degree drop in temperatures enough to bring on hypothermia. Miko Max, I know exactly where you're coming from, brother. I totally know where you're coming from, and I see the relationship to what you mean. I think the big fear is that nowadays, our ancestors, if we had their genes, like their solid genes from 100 years ago, we wouldn't have half the problems we do, right? But a lot of the homeless people have come from situations and, towards the end or even where they are now or the last year, they're typically either not eating healthy, they're not having a consistent lifestyle, and their bodies break down. And so cold is a bigger issue, right? You look at the caveman, the ice ages, when they lived in 24/7, they were born into it. They didn't know any different, but they knew how to have a regular life and a regular uh, routine and things to dress and be prepared and that kind of stuff. And here we don't have that, right? Here we have people that have been fed with a golden spoon, and then something happens and they get stuck out in homelessness, begging for food. And then what do? They end up buying. Yeah, well, the homeless people, they end up buying, stuff from McDonald's or these places or 7-Eleven, or they're buying wine or cheap alcohol, and it's not good for the system as it is, right? I think even if our ancestors drank that stuff, they'd probably slap us and say "Fasi salos," right? Ach du mahun. They'd probably say a few things to us and like, "What the hell are you doing? And why are you doing this to yourself?" Right? So, anyways, that's going to be my goal, guys. Is I really want to get down there and I really want to help the homeless. Um, I have a bit of a goal, um, and it's not going to be just to give them a blanket or give them a coffee, right? The old proverb goes, "Give a man a fish, and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, and he'll be set for life." That's what I want to do. Is I want to be able to help a lot of these homeless. I do have some connections in different parts of industries here around Winnipeg. You know what, dude? I see that you're hungry. Let's put that to use. I'm going to give you some food. Now, I want you to help me clean up some of this garbage on the construction site, and then we're going to give you a little bit more money for doing it. Pay them fair, give them money, and get them back into a routine. Of course, I can't force them. It's just ideas that I have. Um, but I don't want to just give them a fish. If that's all they want, is a meal and leave me alone, then fine. I'm not going to turn anybody away that I can help. But if you want to have that life extra, where you look like a good man, you look like you're solid, why don't you come give me a hand for a bit? Jump in my vehicle. Come on, let's go. Help me clean this up. $15 in it for you. $20 in it for you. It might take you half an hour to do. Let's go. Guy gets to keep warm a little bit. Put $20 in his pocket. Gets a warm ride here and there. Uh, seems like a good idea. Anyways, that's just some of the things. But again, it all has to start with somewhere. And unfortunately, like I said, because I got rocked by the government, my money is beyond tight. I'm not going to let that stop me. You know what? New Mexico, it is. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I always found the biggest thing to a team, and you'll see these guys on the ice, for example, or these pros or whatever, the captains and the assistants, right? Well, here's my thing. If you lead by example and you treat them fairly, they're never going to stab you in the back. They're never going to go look for another job. They're never going to want to go anywhere, and they won't become complacent. I've paid for guys to go to apprenticeship school to get their carpenter's ticket, to get their ticket in cabinet making. I've paid for that. And I told them, I said, I will pay for it, and every year I pay for it, all I ask is that you give me a year back in a commitment. And if you don't, then you've got to pay me for the school. Never had anybody ever stiff me on that. And I probably did that for about 30 people. Oh, no, one guy did. But it wasn't his fault. He got thrown in jail. So he couldn't complete his obligation. And I didn't hold him against it. Hell, I picked him up from the jail 2 years later when he was out, and he was right back at it, right? But I treated him fair. I had one contractor out here, not a contractor, but a customer, said, tell you what, Jeff, if you can get this house completely finished framing, all the windows and doors, everything in this house all locked up tighter than with a key, by Easter long weekend, I'm going to give you $10,000 cash. And it was on. And I didn't tell the guys that were working for me. I just pushed them hard. And they were a little bit bitter at times. Are the police in Canada as bad as they are in the States? Yes and no. Yes and no. Let me get to that question in a minute here. I pushed these guys hard. Really hard. And in the end, we got it done. The contractor stayed true to his word and gave me $10,000. I took that $10,000. Remember, I said I had these guys working for me. So I had 3 guys working for me at that time. So I made 4 piles of $2,500. 4 equal piles. Had all the guys sit down with the guys. This is the reason why I was being an asshole this last week or so to get this house done. And here's the payoff. And I told them the whole story, and they couldn't believe it. They're like, well, no, like, you're the boss. You're like this money's yours. And I said, no, money's not mine. Hey, Clash, check it in. Yeah, I'm doing better, Dee Dee, thank you. So I gave equal cash to all the guys. Espen, yeah, you must sleep. Tomorrow's a big day for you, right, buddy? You're picking up your fiance? Woohoo! And the guys couldn't believe it. They all insisted. They gave me back $500. But when the guys saw that I was committed to them, and they kind of looked at me and I said, guys, we couldn't have got here if it wasn't for you, right? Because it takes a team, even if it is the leader. And so, in New Mexico, you're saying, well, give a guy $20 for a half an hour or so of work. I want to treat him fair, right? I'm not going to undercut him and say, oh, well, you're homeless and you need the money anyway, so I'll give you $5. Like, I'm not going to insult these men. They're already down, right? Stuck in a train and another quick hello. Oh, Pugsy, I love it. But I'm not gonna stick these guys. I want to treat them the way I want to be treated. Treat them fair, and they'll never steer you wrong. They'll never back down, right? So that is my plan. Over Christmas time here, I'm going to go drive to a few of the construction sites, talk to a few of the other trades and contractors, and say, hey, can you help these guys out? Nico, Hugface,
Nico is a guy that you really want to connect with. That man has got a story to share. That yeah, they did pull your train tracks, eh? Um, there's a lot of cutbacks going on right now, right? Like they cut all the bus services now from in the East Coast, from here to East Coast. Leave your car and do a snow angel. You know what, Pugface? I would, but we got a big problem. And right now, there's about 2 inches of ice on top of that snow. So I think I'm gonna have to say no right now. But when we get more snow, absolutely will. Gonna do that. I'm just gonna take you guys for that tour of the Christmas lights out here that the hydro sets up. And oh, someone just drove by my house. My security light went on. So Pug and I watched my duck feeding video, and to answer your question, I am the one that timed out swine. Dude, you don't ever have to apologize. Swine is exactly that. I don't like the gentleman. I'm going to say that, gentleman, because I don't know him personally. I just know the comments that he's made. And when I told him I disliked his comment in one of the chats, he took that comment and posted it on my YouTube channel. So he's talking about your daughter's vagina and all this crap. When my kids saw that, yeah, I lost it. Kept it cool, but I lost it. So I just had YouTube a thing saying, you know what, gotta go. And so we'll see. I sick them on them, and we'll see what happens. Because you know what, sometimes you get in a heated argument and you say things, right? And whether you mean it or not, it's one thing. But the stuff that he says for no reason at all. There's certain things you can say, right? But you come near kids or women, and I'll tell you that, yeah, he pushes the envelope big time for me. And like I say, so you come at me, you come anywhere near me with bad kid comments or women comments, it's on. Yeah, he spouts shit and he's looking for the shock factor, and I gave in. And so like I said, I deleted him from my, I blocked him. 95% of the time he can be hilarious, right? But when I find when he can't be, then he'll be he goes from the Jekyll to the Hyde, right? And that's just kind of where I was like, okay, this is enough, right? Nothing can shock me. I don't tolerate stupid. Well, again, guys, he's already kind of winning now because we're talking about him, right? And the only difference between a swine and a piggy is the spelling. So, and I don't like talking about the cops right now unless I got something bad to say about them. So I'm going to change it and keep it chipper. So he's not into kids. He's trying to be funny, but there's a certain line that you just don't cross. That's right. So yeah, again, like I say, for me personally, he's not one of my favorite. I don't hate him. I just don't like some of the things that he said. And when he took it personal to my page, to my web page, to my Facebook or to my YouTube, that was enough. I just shut him down. So we'll carry on. We'll continue to go forward. And but James and Kim, you guys, tell me about the whole thing about blocking him. Like, well, how the hell do I block him? And so pushed on it, figure out how to block him. And okay, got to go for now. Take care, Dee Dee. Take care, hon. Enjoy. Have fun. Keep smiling, kiddo. I mean, not just. Actually, I shouldn't say kiddo. I mean, you're a beautiful, young, attractive lady. You're not a kiddo. But now I know how to block them. It's good. Yeah. Talk about happy things. Like, I can't wait to see Pugs when you do that whole camera on your dogs. Uh, that's gonna be just hilarious. You know, like I say, if you can have that music in there, and then you do your voice where you go back and you edit it later. I'm just gonna have to make sure that I have my Kleenex ready to wipe my tears from laughing, and I don't have any coffee or drink near me, right? Because distraction, James Jacobson. Nah, nope. Gimbal was too big. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Yeah, I'm telling you, Pug. When I watched your video there, with licking and stuff, if dogs could talk, the tears were just coming down my face and my side. I was bent over, and they were just like, my family came down like, "Are you okay?" Because I was shaking, and it's because I was laughing so hard, and they see the tears, and then I showed them your video, and we all sat there, and we just killed ourselves laughing. Just killed ourselves laughing. It was, yeah. So, anyways, it was the best thing, and you know, we talked about Aiden. Yeah, you gotta watch it. Oh, you gotta watch it. That we gotta do what we can to make that thing go viral for Pugface, because, like I say, his voice, and how things go, and just, oh yeah, there, come on, you know, yeah, I was just killing myself laughing. You know, it was like one of these romance novels for dogs, right? Yeah, the Ehrlich video, that's what I'm talking about. You know, dogs could talk. It was just, oh, yeah, it was absolutely hilarious. Pugs, I needed that. That was an awesome laughing way to start actually end the day, because you posted that at night. But yeah, that was just awesome. That was just, oh yeah, I definitely got that in my favorites, and I'll have to see if I can somehow. I'm gonna see if I can post that post that, maybe on Facebook somehow. See if I can post that on Facebook and make it go viral that way. Shouldn't take long for you to get 1 million hits on that thing. It really shouldn't. Like I say, and you can do more of those too, Pugsy. You could put little. Pugs has great content. Yeah, find some way of putting like a little jacket or a little bow tie on one of them, and then like a little flower on the other one, right? So the guy and the girl, and you're just sitting there, and, you know, maybe by the fire, and make up some fun content. You know, there's that one video there the guy does with his dogs, about talking to his dog about food, and his dog goes stupid, right? Yeah, and oh, I ought to pee on your leg, right? You do that with the Pugs, and it's just it'll go, you know. Yeah, and but anyways, that would be good to see. I wish I lived closer and could be a part of you creating that, Pugs, because I could just see it being a real hit, right? That's those kinds of things. You know, if you have the time and you have the effort and patience to do it. The best part of that video wasn't the ear licking. It was the baby pug in the Santa hat at the end. Yeah, you know, and that's why I say, right? You get some people to make some stuff for you, it'd be hilarious. You know, maybe you can get a hold of Rika, the hopeful volunteers there, who knitted that piggy hat for Bao, and see if she can knit some stuff for your pugs. And you know, and do a little white tux with a black bow tie for the one, and that kind of stuff, and just make some fun videos. You know, it's obviously you love these dogs, right? Otherwise you wouldn't have 5 of them. If you have the time and the equipment, you know, like right now here, winter, it's colder, and you know, it freezes the tits right off a witch. So you're not gonna go outside and do stuff, right? Pugs licking is shared to my Facebook page. Oh, sweet. Yeah, see, I got to figure out how to do that. And then when I can do that, I want to share it too. I think I have about 1,000 friends or so on Facebook. Um, you started your No Kitty vlog, and it was inspired by pugs. See, there you go, pugs. And yeah, if I have 1,000 friends and they all love it, because a lot of my friends, on Facebook, they post a lot of dog videos and things about their dog, and um, the one lady raised money for a friend of hers because her friend's dog died, and they raised money and they had the dog cremated, and they had the dog's ashes put in some kind of blow glass. So the ashes were inside this blow glass and in this beautiful vase, and so people really care about animals and pets and stuff. So I'm sure if I post that on my site, on my Facebook page, it'll probably go stupid viral. So Pugs, I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to figure out how to do that in the next 24 hours here, and post that for you, and we'll see what happens. Because like I say, I think it'll be a hoot, just a riot, And it's your voice, and just the way you do it. That's why I'm saying, Pugface, you chopped today, really? Good for you. Tammy, it's, hun, right now it'd take me like 45 minutes just to chip off the ice somewhere to do the chalk. And I don't even know if the chalk would stick to the frozen concrete. But good for you. Good for you. And I hope, I hope it said, happy fuck the cops day, or something like that, But did anyone else? I'm sorry, Tammy. I'm not a huge streamer. I have 9 people in here. It said free Eric. Sweet, Tammy. I carry a sign. You got locked up where the chalk was. Yeah. You know what? And guys, like I say, when I get I don't care how many viewers I get. I just need to get that money together and go down and start feeding the homeless and that kind of thing. And I'll make those signs, And please do. That would be awesome. Send me a picture. Yeah. And that'd be totally hilarious. That's good for you. Good for you. I really wish I could have. You don't have any chalk, so you use spray paint instead? Oh. Yeah. I think spray paint would be a little bit more frowned upon just because it doesn't come off that easy, but Eric being in jail makes me sick. And I was pissed. I've only been watching Eric now for 2 or 3 months. Sorry about the cough there, guys. But even though Eric's pissed about it, I think the big thing that I really like is his attitude going into it. Right? Okay, you guys won this battle. Haha. Fuck whatever. But I'm gonna come out. You see? One of those devices that they use to chalk the fields. Yeah, that'd be fun, eh? Yeah, with a chalk powder like that. Another thing you guys could do too, if you want, just because I've been framing, I'm a contractor. So you go down, you buy some of that chalk line dust that you see they use, eh? Contractors use, like the blue and the orange and stuff. That'd be awesome too, right? Because that chalk's pretty, it sticks around pretty good. It gets wet, and it usually doesn't go away too fast. You actually notice in a lot of new construction, you drive by and you see the driveway's got cut marks, and you're like, it's a brand new driveway, what the? Anyways, if you look at a lot of those lines, you'll actually see there's blue or orange or something there. It's the chalk dust that they use. It's wet and rainy here, so I kept it small and simple. You know what? It's the principle of it, right? It's the principle of it that you did it, Tammy, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't think Eric would expect you to go out there and be as flamboyant as he is on your first shot. I think if Eric even sees that you did that, it says something, right? But the thing is that he had a good attitude going into it. Like I say, he knows he's going to come out. probably doesn't want to be there. Who would? Right? He knows it's only for 90 days. I think if he goes in with that mentality, he'll do just fine. Who knows? Maybe he'll make some friends in there. He'll come out more well-informed with the law and be more dangerous to the government. Absolutely, because he's going to have 3 months in there. What the hell else is he going to do? Right? What else is he going to do? He's going to read. He's going to make himself a jailhouse lawyer, which is a free education for those absolute defense attorneys and assistant defense attorneys that pay thousands of dollars for and suck cock to get where they are today, right? Gordon, sorry. I have a guy I went to school with, Gordon. He's a district attorney out in Ottawa here in Canada. No offense to you, Gord. I know you worked hard for it and you deserve it. But yeah, it's good. Tammy, I can't wait to see that picture. I don't know if you're going to send it to me by text or if you're going to send it to me by email. I always get texts faster, but I check my email every couple hours, unless I know it's coming to me, then I'll check it right away. Ooh, Prowler. Every once in a while we'll have cops drive by here for shits and giggles. The road used to be blocked right here at the end of my street, at the end of my property here, and now they punched the road right through. The reason you didn't do what my heroes do is I'm going back to jail for nothing and you can't handle it. You're going to jail, Eden? Shut the front door. And this is where, I don't know if any of you guys, I'm sure you guys all know Richter 75, a great friend on here, over in Norway. And like he said, the shit that we have here, no, you've been to jail and it's not your thing. Oh, I'm sure it's not anybody's thing, Aiden, and I don't blame you. But Richter 75, like he was saying, where if we all stood up properly in numbers, we wouldn't have these issues. Eric can handle it. I can't. Yeah, I don't know how I would do on that either, but at the end of the day, I can tell you this much. I'm sure that the judge did it with the intention of, I'll teach you a lesson, you won't do this again. And all he's doing is he's just giving this guy, he's giving Eric 3 months of not having to worry about people being bugged and getting inundated by emails and stupid questions from us. And he's going to go in there and he's going to come out, and instead of putting the fire out by putting him in jail, you just put fuel on the fire. That guy's going to come out kicking and swinging. And yeah, they're going to know about it. Problem is that the law is the First Amendment and everything are all written so subjective, right? What I mean by that is there's a lot of places where it all depends on how you interpret how it's written, right? Finally made it home. Only took me an hour to go 25 miles. Meh. Hey, win some, lose some, right? But anytime they write these things and there's a way to, your stream made the drive go by fast. Sweet, Pugs, next time let me know and I'll try and stream for you every time to make it a little bit easier. But they write these amendments, and as soon as it's open to interpretation, it's open to stupidity. And so then the cops abuse it, and we stand up for it, and then it goes to jail, and then it's flip a coin. Is the judge going to be stupid that day? Or, they put the hair on too tight, or didn't put it on at all, or what, right? But it's when it comes to that subjectiveness or open for interpretation, that's where it all sucks and goes to hell. New Mexico, you're a female? Huh? I never thought about it. I didn't think if New Mexico was a male or female. It doesn't really matter to me. Hey, Pug, nice timing. I think we have a pest problem. Unless I've talked to you personally or seen your video, you're New Mexico, right? I'm not going to treat you any better or any worse. I'm not going to treat you any less or more, right? So you're not a female. There you go, right? And you just said, too pretty to go to jail. Well, I don't blame you, see, because I've got clothes, and the clothes say on the back of the pants, on the one pocket, exit, the other pocket, only. I'm too pretty. I don't want to go to jail, right? But then they make you take those pants off, and you got to wear those orange jumpsuits or their community or their jail clothes or whatever. So, and yeah, I just wouldn't do very well. Now I need to feed 6 hungry dogs. Oh, that'd be awesome. But yeah, again, to each his own. I think jail is just on the majority a stupid thing, especially for someone like Eric and these guys, right? James Pest, I'm slow. I don't know. It's a good question, James. What do you mean you got pest problem? Anyways, because instead of Eric now being out working and making money and paying taxes to keep the jail going, you put him in there, he loses his job, or he can't make any money to pay the taxes, and then what? It's a dumbass, stupid, vicious cycle that just causes recidivism, and it's pointless. Don't get me wrong, murderers and those kinds of people, something needs to happen, right? Abenaki's been spreading rumors around in everybody's streams. See, I don't know what this Abenaki, I don't know if he's a cop, if he's a troll, whatever. Again, now that Kim and James or Pikes Peak have taught me how to hit that block, that's all I do. I see stupid comments. I don't want to wreck the stream for anybody else. I don't like what you said. I'll block it for myself. Don't worry about it. Don't know that person. He's often on Bows and James Freeman. He's on their streams. You'll see it, Abenaki. There's no picture, just Abenaki. I get to see him with the wrench. I don't think anybody would ever trust him with the wrench. But he's just there, and in a different way, he's one of the instigators, like Swine is to me, Pugface. I could be different, could be totally wrong, but it wouldn't really surprise me because of some of the comments I've seen from him. There's a few people, but anyways, just bad stuff about some auditors, and lately telling everybody Patrick keeps getting arrested and nothing was happening. Oh yeah, I saw that Abenaki a few times actually. When that whole thing first went down, when Patrick got arrested, he was like, all right, rip Patrick, or rest in peace, and spreading bullshit rumors around that he got shot or he was killed or whatever. And it's just like, you know what, dude, you fall for it once or twice, and then it's just like crying wolf, right? Every time the guy's lips move, he's lying. Like a lawyer. Can't be trusted, and kind of feel bad for it, because then when you do actually need help, not many will be there, right? We'll always kind of, meh, whatever, right? So, but yeah. When I see the same trolls, I block them. It makes the chats confusing sometimes, but it is what it is. You know what? Maybe. But if I read a comment and I don't understand it, it's typically because I blocked. See, today is the first time I've actually ever been able to block somebody that I don't have to see their bullshit. And that was with Swine, and that was because Kim said that she had blocked them. And then I did a little bit of research and figured, oh, hey, I don't need a wrench. I could just block him myself, put my thumb on his name, hold it, and then remove, cancel, block, and I just hit block. Person's gone. I don't see their comments anymore. Life's happier. So, but now that I know that, I'll be doing that on a few of them now. So, you've been blocking people for a few weeks now. You see, and again, if it's subjective, if it's to kind of get people going and riled or whatever. You know, little pop shots. You know, your mom is so big she has her own area code. That kind of stuff. You know, whatever. It's whatever, right? But like I say, when that swine bastard made those comments about my daughter's vagina and something else, and then I told him it was just bullshit. And I told him on Bow's, it was on one of Bow's streams. He took that comment, he posted it on to a comment on one of my videos. That was just that's pushing it, right? Like, that's beyond doing what you can. Clash, make Aiden a mod so he can. Oh, perfect. Okay, so guys, maybe bear with me because I'm going to try and find Aiden because I think I can do it from my phone, but I'm not sure. Aiden. Aiden, I don't want to be a mod. What? What? I can't. He won't let me. Anyways, James would make a good mod too. Yeah, you know, so I just thought I would try and do it from here, but I can't do it from my phone because I'm just not that smart yet. But definitely, you know, I only made a few people mods just because I want to protect myself a bit until I get to know people a little bit more. But definitely, Adrian, James, you guys, I'll definitely make it happen. You take a lot of shit being a mod. I promise you that. Oh, good for you, Aiden. That's great. But you don't want to be a mod. I respect that, you know. So, but anyways, yeah, you know, I like the chats. I like seeing the information. I like seeing the stuff that goes on in them. Sometimes learn, and you know, like I said, guys are just in there to rowl and stir the pot a bit of shit, whatever. Like I said, when you start making it personal like that, that's one step further, and that's where I'll call the line. So, I guess for me, I find if you know where your boiling point is or your push point is, and you don't like being there, then you do what you can to stay away from it. And it doesn't mean you're a coward or a wimp or anything else. But if I don't want to be in that corner, then I'll just block you. Plain and simple. You know, you can come back, time you out, whatever. Like a lot of people said, life's too short for that shit. And if I don't want to deal with it, I don't want to deal with it. I think it's the First Amendment, isn't it? Anyways, yeah, it's too funny. So, Pugface, just put a user you've blocked in a timeout for 300 seconds. Huh? I don't understand that. Aiden, well, you know what? Again, I could only ever ask, and if you don't want to be, hey. And you know what, Pugface, I should apologize to you because I automatically assumed that you would want to be a mod, and I think I made Miko a mod too. And I did without asking your permission. Guys, I'm sorry. If you don't want that, then don't worry about it. Graphic violence will not be tolerated. Who did you block, Pugface? Aiden. Huh? Okay. So, anyways, okay, I appreciate it because, like I say, if at any given time I've done something, you know, and I assumed, my apologies. You know, I don't want to put on anybody if they don't want to. Uh oh.